Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ron Ingolstadt here, Thunderdome, Minnesota, and we're here with the beginning of January thrifting finds. And we're going to start with some more basic and move to the more exciting. This Tommy 20 was 99 cents, and normally that doesn't get enough to get me very excited, except for someone I've been working with on those Chronos pulls, and he developed a cage for that, for elites. And for our event coming up in May, he offered to give us a couple of the cages as prizes, so I figured I needed to find a couple of blasters to go with the cages, and this one was 99 cents. And it looks almost brand new. I'll have to check it for batteries yet, but of course we're not going to find a new one. So we'll check the batteries, make sure it works, and we'll put it with the cage as one of the prizes. And what else did we find? We found a Vulcan tripod for cheap, a $2 crossbolt, a $2 crossbolt. Those would also be great for prizes, and a $2, what are these called? Boomco Flip Fury, Flip something, Flip Bow, Flip, whatever. They're fun. With the 20 round clip on it, so that's worth the $2 right there in my book. I found a complete evader with the battery still in it. It is a Target return. It was $10. It's no longer in the box because it got sent away. But I kept the box for the video to show you. So, then we also found a Boomco clip with darts. A Sharpfire for cheap. This was $1.50. People do still like the Sharpfire at our club, so it's good to have a couple of those around. A 250 deploy, a demolisher with an 18 round drum, a Revonix 360, I've tested it and it works, a complete regulator with mags with the hopelessly crushed darts in there, and now getting down to the more exciting Hyperfire with drum, and it works because it still had the batteries in it. A Thermal Hunter, a Infamous, which is also another Target return. Let's see, Mega Twin Shock, nope, I'm sorry, Double Breach, Mega Roller Fury, and another Evader, which I thought, well, why would I pay $15 for this one when I got the other one for $10, until I saw that. That is a Chrono Barrel, and it is another Target return. So this is the time of year where when people have returned their Christmas presents to Target, you'll always check what you're buying, of course, but sometimes there's stuff in there that maybe got overlooked by the parent who was just packing things up to take back, or by the kid, or by whatever. But you can see, there's a dart stuck in the thing, so they probably took the batteries out, and we're going to use them for something else, and of course then they said a jam doesn't work, so they take it back to the store. This happens, I see this a lot on blasters I thrift, that there's usually a dart stuck there on a flywheel blaster, or a lock was disengaged and they couldn't figure it out, so they just returned it and got another one, maybe. Things like that. So always make sure to, when you're at the store and looking to, if something, always test, always bring a few darts, bring a disc, bring a ball, and test your blasters before you buy them. But don't be afraid to troubleshoot in the store before you buy them. So that's my takeaway from here. My son will do the same thing as I do, is, we take a look and we look at the battery compartment, see if there's any oxidation coming out of the door, or, we test and see if it's broken, prime, won't prime. And we have enough blasters now that we don't have to buy ones that don't work just for parts, because, when you have hundreds of probably thousands of blasters, you really don't need to do that. We leave that trouble for someone else, and we can move on to just what we're going to use. So, here in Minnesota, it is currently 32 degrees. It's a little warm up, but it's going to start getting back down to 1 again. So I'm going to process this, and when I say process, what I mean is anything that has a battery compartment, if I'm going to store it outside, the batteries have to come out because it's not good for batteries to go through multiple heating and cooling cycles. Leads to leakage and damage and mess. I take all the darts out of all the mags, of course, darts out of all the blasters, and if anything needs cleaning or servicing, or if I'm going to use it in the club and I don't want to store it here at my house, then we deal with it that way. That's what I mean by processing blasters. Always a good idea to go through each time, otherwise you're going to end up with a huge pile of blasters, and then it becomes daunting to want to do that. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.